Oh, yeah. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope y'all doing well. My big Jack's here with me, and we're ready to do the coffee sessions. I wish, uh, I wish y'all could see sometimes. I guess I should get a little camera and mount it on my head or something, and so I could show y'all how he does every morning. We have such a routine, uh, and he is so smart. He knows exactly, like when I come in here and turn this on in the morning and get it fired up, and then I sit here and I wait till 5 minutes till, and then I hit that button on my stream deck, and he knows, that means I'm going to go get another cup of coffee, because that's the way I do it. It's all scheduled. And then when we go in there, if he follows me in there, which a lot of times he does, he knows when he sees me starting to come this way with that coffee cup in my hand, he'll come right in here and get his spot. It's like, okay, it's time to do the coffee session. Let's go. He's quite a character. Anyway, good morning to y'all. Happy Monday. Let's take a look at who is hanging out with us here. Lonnie's here this morning. Good morning. Thomas Graham. Good morning. My old buddy Paul. How you doing, Paul? Hope you're doing well this morning. Larry Galt says, morning, everyone. Dave, I see lots of rain in your future. Yeah, I'll be talking about that here in a minute. Looks like we're going to get some. Gary Hammett, good morning. Marcello's here. Good morning. Great inlays again. Marcello, thank you for sending those photos in to me. Sean's here. You just never know which channel he's going to show up on. He's on the Klondike channel this morning. David Davis, good morning. Monroe Cook, good morning. My favorite solar man right here. Good morning, Ryan. Kevin Ailes is here. Good morning. Kenneth's here this morning. How you doing, Kenneth? Ray Jones is here. We got a pretty good little crowd for a Monday, don't we? Good morning, Ray. Lou, how you doing this morning? George says, good morning from wet, and I mean copious amount of rain soaked my neck of the woods. Yeah. Yep. Good morning to you, George. Clyde's here this morning. How you doing, Clyde? Yeah, it's I was watching Joanne this morning. In fact, I just took another peek at the the recorded thing that you can see on the computer, and it looks like Ian is gonna make a mess here. My selfish wish is that when it starts coming in and makes landfall, that it turns to the right, even though that means it would go across, Florida or whatever. But if I'm going to get that thing, I want to be on the left side of it, on the east or on the west side of it, not the east side. The east side is the one where you catch all the rough wind and stuff. It's still, I mean, you're still going to get a lot of rain and stuff if you're on the other side of it. But yeah, holy cow, that one that we had, I don't know what it was, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I think it was Irma. She stayed to the to the left or to the west of me, and that means the Atlanta area caught all the eastern stuff. And that's the year. I mean, it was almost like, of course, it's tropical storms, what they call it, but it was some of the crappiest weather I'd seen in a long time. Had my power go out. Uh, it was just crazy. So, and I was just amazed that as far inland as I am, I mean, I'm hundreds of miles from the coast, and it still, as a tropical storm, had a big impact around here. Let's see who I missed. George says, smash that like button. That's right. Get on them, George. A bunch of slackers over there. 17 watching, got 8 dadgum likes. Come on, folks. What are you here for? You know. Rob's in the house. Good morning, Rob. I'm working on another video of a new problem that I created. Hope you don't mind if I send it to you for your help. Yeah, send it to me. I don't know if I can help you or not. You know, I don't know everything, but I will do my best if you send it to me. Yeah. Congratulations to Rob. He hit the magic number. So you know what that means. All that big time YouTube money had just come rolling in now, Rob. Rob says, strange year for hurricanes. We had nothing for so long. Now it looks like it's making up for it. Yeah. It's, it almost, I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's almost like they trying to somehow control the weather. If they have a way to control it, they're probably doing this on purpose just so they can go, yeah, we'll convince those people about climate change. Those dadgum deniers. Anyway, let's see. Alan says, morning. And yes, I pushed the like button. Thank you, Alan. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for hitting the like button. Still a few slackers over there. What do you say? Lonnie says, don't say that. You're my only hope. Oh, well, if I'm your only hope, buddy, you've hit the bottom of the barrel. Send it to me. I'll take a look and see what I can do. Lou says congrats on the 1,000 subs. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's hard to get to that 1,000. But you keep putting out those cool drums. Keep putting out the content. That's what happens. That's the whole secret. I keep, you get all these dadgum YouTube gurus that try to tell you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to have your camera. One I hate is when they say you got to have your, you need to change everything about every 10 or 15 seconds. So they have the camera where it's like this and then it's real close and then it goes back. That just irritates the out of me. I'll turn them off when I see them doing a bunch of that. It's just annoying. I mean, just stand in front of the camera and talk. You don't need to have all these different flippity flops. If you're talking about something that's interesting, I'm going to stay there and watch it. If it's boring, that's why you need all that, eye catching stuff. So, but yeah, I just think the secret is just putting out content that people want to see and put it, just keep putting it out. Let's see. Alan says, ooh, I like the sound of this. He says, I ordered my new laser beam. Should be here soon. What did you get, Alan? Do tell. Okay, George says, when I used to fly, I was amazed at the amount of destruction South Florida would take from the hurricanes. One year, the area from Naples to Miami was totally trashed. Yeah, I know it's going to get rough. And I have, a lot of folks that I know live down in that area. Hitch, the guy I called Hitch, Greg Hamilton, he doesn't hang out with us much, but he used to. I think he was more when I was doing it on Facebook, but he lives in Naples, I think. Him and his family, and some other folks I know live right around that area. So I'll certainly be keeping them in my thoughts. Let's see. Yeah, Gary's nailed it here. He says if it's a bad year, it's because of climate change. If it's a good year, it's because of climate change. Yeah, yeah. Well, they had to change it to climate change because they used to call it global warming, and then that didn't work when we started having these times where people would freaking freeze to death. You have all this really cold weather, and they're like, well, what about global warming? You know, so now they just call it climate change. That way they can encompass any anything that they want to. Uh, let's see, Lou says, I watch hours of watchmaker videos just because they are cool. All the little parts, my wife hates it. Yeah. Charles says, good morning, Dave and Jack. Jack says he has got up and moved. Once I get started, if I'm too loud or something, I guess I'm interrupting his sleep. He'll move to the hallway, but he's still laying right there where he can keep an eye on me. So good morning, Charles. Yeah, Lou, I watch stuff. Like I said, it's just got to interest you. I've watched stuff and usually when I watch a video, it's not that I'm just watching, bits and pieces or fast forward and stuff. If I start watching a video and I'm still watching after 60 seconds, you could probably bet that I'm going to watch it all the way to the end. Unless they start doing all them jump cuts and stuff with the thing, then that annoys me. But yeah, I've watched stuff, and then at the end when it's all over, I'm like, I don't really know why I sat here and watched that whole thing. It was interesting, but I'm not going to do it, or I'm not trying to learn it. Let's see here. All right, this is exciting stuff right here. Alan says he has a fiber laser coming. It is a 60-watt MOPA that will engrave. Okay, metals along with. Okay, yeah. Can't wait to see that, Alan. A 60-watt. That's pretty good size for. Powerful for fiber, isn't it? I see a lot of them. Folks get them. They'll be like 20 or 30-watt. But those things are amazing, the stuff they do. I'd like to have one of those too. Maybe one day. Let's see. Gary says, ones who study the sun can predict the temperature change. It's more about the sun than anything else. Yeah, I think I would probably agree with that. I don't think it's any surprise to anybody if I say I'm not a climate change person. I think it's a bunch of BS, but think what you want. I don't care. I wanted to ask Mr. Galt. I saw him out there. Larry, are you still using that Tech Bears filament that you told me about? The reason I'm asking you is, I don't know if you can tell, there's just a little bit of black. I've done messed around and started running stuff, ran a lot of stuff here lately. And then I'm like, well, dadgummit, Dave, you didn't reorder any filament. You're running out of stuff. So, in fact, that blue that I was using, I had it on that one. And I was running some of these things, which are my little slides, which, by the way, I got got a lot done out there in the shop yesterday. I got those painted up. I got them sanded down and painted up where they look pretty good. Got one of them hung and got a couple of these things on them. Now I've got to design the rest of the arms and stuff. And then, of course, I've got my trusty little, or one of my trusty little webcams here. So I'll be using that to design the bracket around that and stuff. But anyway, I got ready to run another one of these, and if you see that this one looks a lot smaller, it's because I ran out of filament. Uh, so I did test the filament detection on that new machine. It works great. But actually, it almost looks like I meant to do it because it stopped, where it's just about the same on this side as this side. So it almost looks like I did that on purpose, but that's just where the filament run out. And then rather than try to throw a little bit of black to finish it off, I thought, I'm just going to leave it like that because I really have enough of these things now, I think. So anyway, Larry, let me know because I ordered a spool of that stuff. I tell you, I went to get some more Amazon. That's what I've been using, the Amazon Basics filament. And I could have sworn, I'll have to go back and look at my past orders, but I could have sworn that the black was always around $20 a spool. And then the colors were, in fact, I'll go look right now. The colors, like, well, you can't tell it, but there's that, this color, this neon, neon orange is what this color is. They run a little more. So the black would be about $20 and the others would be about $22. Well, I went to get some more black yesterday or order some, and the Amazon Basics black was like $25 or something. And I'm like, well, I've been saying I'm going to try some of that Tech Bears filament. So, okay, yeah, here's some let me check this. Okay, here I'm looking at I last purchased some black Amazon Basics on July 3rd. And it's showing that now it's $24.96. And if I go to check my order, where is it? Oh, okay. It was $22.55. So I guess it had already started creeping up. I'm sure that if I go back here and look at some of the first times I bought that, unless I'm confusing it with something else. Let's see. Here looks like the first time back in April when I bought it. No, that's not the right order. Dang it. Anyway, I could have sworn it was $20. I could be wrong. Yeah, ordered on April 22nd. That's the order I want to see, people. Every time I click view order, they're only showing me the last one. I guess so I won't be able to see that other price. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that it was $20. And then I went and ordered the Tech Bears, and it was $16 and something. Tax and everything made it okay, it was $16.99. Tax and everything, it's just a little over $18. So hopefully that stuff will print as well as the Amazon Basics. But of course, if it doesn't, I think Larry never did answer. He might have, maybe he's left here. But anyway, I hope that stuff still works. I think Larry has had good luck with it. So, but if not, and I can't get prints that look like this, I will spend the extra bucks for the Amazon Basics because It's not that I really mind paying that. It's just, I'm cheap and I want to get it as cheap as I can, especially if it prints the same. Let's see. Let's see. Tho- Thomas says on a slow news day, the newspaper in Austin will lead with either the drought or the flooding. Yeah. Uh, Lou says we've only been keeping accurate weather records for a little over 100 years, and I think we're still coming out of the last ice age. So I'm sure there will be another. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they try to act like all these big changes. I'm like, you don't really know because we ain't been keeping track that long. You know, I mean, when you think about how long we've been keeping track, but how long the actual stuff's been here, it's just a smidgen. You know, it's not even a good sampling. So, and I got a feeling, this is my thoughts on it. That's why I hate when they keep saying, "Well, we can fix all this." We just tax you or make you buy certain, solar panels or electric cars or all this stuff. But I just think that it doesn't matter whether there's climate change or global warming or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter whether there is or there isn't. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. There ain't nothing we're going to be able to do about it. I don't know why man thinks he's so smart that he can control some of this stuff. You just, forget it. You're not going to do much. Gary says thousands of years ago there was an ice age and temps have been going up. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Larry. I guess he popped in here and said hello and then left. But anyway, Larry, if you're out there, let me know if you're still having good luck with that tech bears. I want to know because, and then I don't know what happened to the super fast shipping you used to get from Amazon. They're really slacking here lately too. But because I went to order it yesterday and I thought, well, I'll have it by Monday or Tuesday, depending on the thing, and it's like expected delivery date Wednesday, and I'm like, that's slow for them. I'm a Prime dude, man. That's why I pay the big bucks. I want my stuff now. But anyway, I got to do a little designing on the brackets to hold all that stuff. So I guess I still got quite a bit of this. So I guess I could print them out of that. I just like the looks of the black. I had some pretty nice black automotive paint. So I painted those rails. I figured they won't know whether they're a car or not. So I painted those up and they look pretty good. So Rob says the Little Ice Age was from 1303 to 1850. It is pretty obvious we are still coming out of that one. Okay. All righty. Alan says, for example, I just checked the pricing on the Logitech microphone you recommend, and it is at a high point at the moment. What Logitech microphone is that? Because I don't use a lot. I use a Logitech webcam. I'm trying to. I think my Logitech is that one, or it may be the one out there. I don't know. I have. This is a. Oh, never mind. This is the Logitech. This one right here in my hand. This is a C920. And then the one that I have up here that I use, and it's on top of this monitor. And then I also have one on top of the monitors out in the shop. and they're exactly the same, and I don't remember the name, but they're like some knockoff thing. They look a lot like a Logitech, and they are as good as a Logitech, but they were a lot less. But I've also bought those a long time ago, but I'm not sure what. Okay, it says in the link below. Let me see what microphone. Okay, I have a blue. Are you talking about the Blue Yeti? That's not a Logitech brand. That's a Blue Yeti brand. Um, yeah, and then I have the C920 and the C922 in there in the in those links. But yeah, this one that I use here, I really like this one. It's a let's see if I can say this right. I say Maono. It's Maono, and it's super cheap. I forget what it was, like 40, $50. But it's not only the microphone, but it comes with the pop screens and the foam filter and the arm that I used to mount it to the desk. And the whole thing was like 40, $50 or something. And I think the quality on it is probably as good as the Blue Yeti. Okay, is Blue Yeti a Logitech? I didn't think that was a Logitech. I thought that was a different brand. Maybe it is. I don't know. I just always called it Blue Yeti, and I haven't. Let me look and see. Not that it matters. Blue Yeti microphone. Oh, it is Logitech. Okay. All right. All right. So I guess Blue Yeti's not the brand name. It's just what they call it. My bad. I guess I'd forgotten that. Yeah, it's showing $128.70. Um, yeah, I see a couple of them on there for that. And then, of course, they make some cheaper ones. But I think the Blue Yeti is probably, well, I won't say the standard for live streamers because a lot of them really use the more expensive Shure mics and Rode mics and stuff like that. But Blue Yeti is very popular with the live streamers because I always see them. I can tell the look. Some of them are the gray and some of them are the black, and yet they call it the Blue Yeti for some reason. But okay, all right. Yeah, sorry about that, Alan. I guess I just had a brain fart and didn't realize that the Blue Yeti was put out by Logitech. All right, Ryan says, once I try Hatchbox, you won't want anything else. Well, maybe I'll try them next. What do they go for? Are they comparable to in price with the Tech Bears? Lonnie said he is a loyal Matter Hackers user. Rob says, I just got a monoprice mic. Must be last year's model because it was 2/3 off. Had a good reviews, and I like the sound so far. Yeah, your mic that you have now, the new one, is a big improvement over the thing you had before. George says my video and audio setup works quite well. Yeah. Wait do you see what I got planned coming down? Okay. Sean confirms that Hatchbox is a good filament. All right. As does Charles. All right. Well, I'll order some of that next then to see. Because for the things I want to print out, it probably won't take me long to go through this spool of tech bears that I got coming. So I'm going to be working on some mounts and things. I think I was going to even design the arms that have to come down because, like I said, I've got my rail painted black, this little extrusion, and have it mounted, and I've got this on there, but it's still so high up I can't even reach it. So I'm going to have to put arms, bring it down about 18 inches, and then I will have some other arms, not real long, but I want them to be able to swing up so that I can lock them up out of the way. I'm short, so it doesn't have to be very high, but that way I can walk under it and stuff, and I won't have to bump my head into it. But then when I get ready to use the camera, I swing it down, and it will be about whatever my eye level would be then. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use some scrap plywood. Remember when I made the dovetail box out of that 1/2 inch plywood the other day? I've got some scrap around the sides. I'm going to make my arms out of that, I think. Just because if I make them with the 3D printer, which is what I was going to do, I can't make them long enough. I'd have to make a couple of pieces and glue them together or whatever. So anyway, I think I'm just going to use the plywood, and then I will use the 3D printer to make all the stuff that I need to rotate and swivel and all that. So anyway, I got some big plans coming up. Y'all just don't know because I'm not sharing it yet, but I got some big plans. Y'all be impressed, I think. Maybe. Anyway, that was my time. Let me shut up and get out of here if I get this Monday started. Uh, Hope everybody has a good one. And tomorrow we'll be here for number 577, getting really close to that 600. And appreciate thumbs up. We finally got the thumbs up to match the number watching. So appreciate you slackers, getting with it there. Anyway, we'll see y'all later. Everybody have a good one. Have a good Monday.